welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and watching the Cypress Sports Show, brought to you by Coach's Corner, your go-to spot before and after the game. I'm Jeff Russell, here as always with Mark Slevcove. Today, we're going to welcome girls flag football players Emma Matlock and Emma Hannifin. You would think I wouldn't mess it up with two Emmas. It's so easy. And of course, we'll check in with Mr. Pfeiffer in the Destination Jiu-Jitsu segment, 54 with 5-4. We're going to get that.
Whatever you want to call it this
54.
Week. No, 5-4 with Pfeiffer.
5-4 with
Mr. Pfeiffer.
The Destination Jiu-Jitsu segment. The best part of the show. Make sure you stick around for that part. Slev, last week, a lot of good things, a couple struggles. Girls flag football, we have them on the show today. Some good wins, breaking into the top 10 in Orange County. Pretty exciting for a program, second year, right? Everybody's second year, but now already in the top 10.
Absolutely. The girls flag football team has been motivated, on point since day one, and they're doing exactly what we expected Coach Kruger to do.
Yeah, for sure. And he's growing the program. He's got tons of people out there. There's excitement, there's support. So make sure, again, you get out there and watch the ladies as they take on their next opponent. So what do we got?
All right, last week was a rough week with all the heat, a lot of delays, a lot of games cancellations, but we did get some stuff in. The football team Friday night lost to Mayfair 49-28. The boys hung on for much of the game before Mayfair took the lead for good late in the third quarter. Bryson Busby, our running back and defensive back, was the bright spot for the Centurions with over 100 yards rushing. This week we head out to Lawndale on Friday night. Girls flag football team, already mentioned, 2-0 at the UCLA tournament with 2 shutouts as we beat the number 19 in the Max Preps rankings, Verdugo Hills, and we beat Ramona. We're now ranked number 19 in the Max Preps rankings, whatever those are good for, and the top 10 in Orange County. League starts this week with the defending Orange County champs Esperanza, number 5 in the county, at home on Wednesday. Girls volleyball was off last week after their return from Hawaii, and this week they get back on the court with matches at Warren on Tuesday, at Orange Lutheran on Wednesday, and the league opener for us on Thursday at home versus Yorba Linda. Boys water polo, after winning 6 in a row, have now lost 3 in a row, losing last week to Pacifica, Milliken, and Valencia. The boys are competing and battling, but have come up a little bit short. This week they have a chance to get back on the right track with games versus Woodbridge on Tuesday and St. John Bosco on Thursday. Girls tennis had their last 3 matches canceled due to the weather. The girls were able to squeeze in the Oxford match last week before the major heat wave came. And with the heat and daylight, they've had to postpone some of those matches versus El Dorado, Milliken, and La Quinta. We hope to get back on track with matches this week versus Edison, Santiago of Garden Grove on Wednesday and Thursday this week. Girls golf had to cancel a few matches as well last week and postpone a match on Monday. But we'll get one match. They did get one match in versus Long Beach Wilson with a 224-249 victory. Solid performance. Came in, turned in by Chloe Wong and Tanya Maheshwari and Erica Lung. This week, they have an 18-hole match versus Valencia and Crean Lutheran on the old Empire League rivals in a try match at the Navy course. And cross country had a very good performance on Saturday at the Pat Hadley Invite. Before the major heat of the day hit, the Centurions turned in 19 medals in all of their divisions. Isaiah Garma on the boys and Christina Butner on the girls turned in the best runs of the day. And this week, cross country heads on Wednesday to Yorba Regional Park for the Century Conference preview meet.
Yeah, heat has been an issue, air quality is an issue, but we are seeing the temperatures come down. They're supposed to drop quite a bit tomorrow and the rest of the week. We should be good there. Thanks to the firefighters out there battling the fires, hopefully we can get those under control and the air quality won't be an issue in some of those places, maybe not around here, but in other spots. So keep an eye out for those schedules. Any cancellations, always check in on the page to check the up-to-date schedule. So with that being said, it is time to check in with Mr. Pfeiffer in our Destination Jiu-Jitsu segment. 5-4 with Pfeiffer. Sean, what we got this week?
Good to see you, gentlemen. Listen, did you guys spend the weekend watching some football, little college ball?
No.
I gotta
Absolutely.
Watch. Oh, yeah?
Of course.
Did you watch the Texas game? Beat up a little bit on
No,
the
we were here in the morning for a freshman football game.
Well,
Yeah, well,
wait.
you didn't.
Texas.
I saw the end, but he didn't need to see the end because Texas whooped him up. Sorry, J.R.
Said
Serrano.
J.R. Serrano. I was going to say shout out to J.R. in McKinney, Texas, but sad day for the Wolverines for him. But then shout out to the other Texans, the Cybles, who are big UT fans. So.
That's right.
Anyway, sorry. What do you
No, I
got?
was flipping through channels. I saw the Fred Flintstone. Do you guys remember the Flintstones?
Of course.
I also found out that
How do you go from football to Fred
people.
Flintstone?
I was flipping channels, right?
Okay.
Check it out. I found out that people in Dubai don't like the Flintstones. They don't like that cartoon, but people in Abu Dhabi do.
Okay, thanks to Mr. Pfeiffer. I think we're.
So back to the segment. We got to interview some athletes about their inspirations, right? Teammates that inspire them, athletes that inspire them, and it was pretty touching to hear them say like parents or I played the same position as dad, and so he's picking his brain, getting some information from that. Who are your inspirations? Like who inspires you to do what you do every day, get up out of bed, be on this show with me?
You. I mean,
I am pretty inspired.
your energy, your enthusiasm, positive attitude.
No one likes this guy. How positive was that?
Very.
Anyway, we had some great responses, and let's check it out. Here we go. Cypress High School, here we are, 5-4 with Pfeiffer. Check it out. State your name and your sport.
Riley Schneider, flag football. Manaka Song.
Kyrie Lewis, football.
Assad Issa, football.
For here we are, water polo.
So,
How are you?
Good,
You
good.
guys are killing it this season?
Yep.
We're going to ask you 4 questions, right? Start thinking of your answer, right? Who is a teammate that inspires you?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to say Tyler White because he always pushing us to do better on the defensive line.
D-line, pushing you hard, right?
Jason, he pushed me to do better and be a leader.
Being the leader is good.
I'd say Lizzie Burke because she does a lot of stuff and it makes me feel like I can do more too.
She does a lot of stuff, right? Inspiring you.
Jasmine Roberts, she's my other count. She's one of our better players and she pushes me to be a better player.
Probably Ian Teneman. Ian Teneman, he has a really good mentality. He always pushes us to do our best. So yeah.
Right headspace, right?
Yeah.
He's out there pushing you guys.
Best goalie ever.
So, who's your athletic inspiration? Any athlete that inspires you, that you living or dead?
I would say my parents in a way because they push me to keep playing my sport until I can't anymore.
Outstanding.
I'd also say my parents because they always support me with whatever sport I've wanted to do.
Sure.
I would say my dad is playing Cypress in high school and college, so he pushed me to be better.
So pick his brain, get some ideas, right?
I'm gonna have to say Muhammad Ali.
Oh.
Really. He always got hit and always got back up, and he was quick with his feet.
Probably Kobe. He has like the best mentality.
Okay, anybody you can have dinner with, living or dead?
My grandma.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anyone in history, anyone in athletics, anyone.
John Stamos.
John Stamos.
Jesus Christ.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna go Edison. Just like
Edison.
I'll go Exotic.
Yeah, right. That guy's never wrong. What do
LeBron James.
you, LeBron? What are you guys eating? What are you guys eating?
Steak and lobster.
You eat with Edison.
Anything you want.
Anything he wants. What's the steak? Everyone loves steak. Sushi.
That's cool.
You guys are awesome. Thanks. Absolutely. Steak and lobster. Thanks a lot, brother.
Appreciate it. Let's see. I don't know. Can we cut that?
No, brother. This is one thing.
All right, thanks, Mr. Pfeiffer. Well done as always. Before we get to our guest for today, we're gonna take a second here, check in with Coach Crooks. How we doing?
Doing well. How you guys doing?
Feeling good so far. It's the heat's down a little bit, which hopefully will be nice. We got some air quality issues, but hopefully it's nice to not have the heat.
Yeah, it's noticeably different.
Yeah.
I mean, stepping outside and right now, and it doesn't even burn when you walk. Last
Yeah.
5 days, which is very miserable. So we're excited to actually not have any kind of restrictions and kind of get back out to practice and get back to normal.
How difficult was it to navigate this last week with the heat restrictions and the modified practices and the delayed practices and all that?
It was difficult because just trying to schedule everything with, especially at our site with all the construction going on, so there's very limited field space. So it was contacting you guys, right, and then making sure that we were able to get in the morning and sometimes, to beat the heat, or wait later on in afternoons, and then scheduled with weight rooms and everything else. So it is very challenging and very restricted because there were some days where you only had maybe 2 days of pads out of the week to get ready for the game, against Mayfair. So we were very limited on some things, but we were able to get through it.
Yeah, and depending on the color, right? If you're in red, it's a limited to an hour practice with 20-minute water. I mean,
Yes.
so it really makes the on-field time very short and very difficult.
Yep, because it says, if you're in red, it says 60 minutes, right? But then 20 of it's, water breaks. So really you only have 40 minutes on the field.
Yeah.
But you
then-
can't play a game.
But we can play a game. So these kind of, these things we don't understand. So do we call practices games now? So we can actually be in pads and do things. But those things are all new things that we have to, we always do. We always teach our kids fight through adversity. Got to do the same thing as coaches. So.
Yeah, it's never easy. Moving forward to this week, I'm sure not going to be easy either. First off, we got to take a little bit of a bus drive to get there. It's not around the corner.
Nope.
I don't remember the last time we've played Lawndale.
We played them last year, but it was at our place.
Yeah, there.
No, we haven't. I don't think we have.
Ever. Yeah, so
No.
this will be different for us.
It will be different. It will be different. I think we'll be a little bit closer to the 110 on the 405. So last year we had to drive to Miracosta. I think this one might be a little further. So
Yeah. So what do we look at for their team? Usually a little bit athleticism.
They do have some good athletes on the team. Both the receivers and running backs, they both interchange and do some good things. Charles Spain, he's one of them, and then I think King Barry is another one that he has. So those are guys we have to key and focus on defensively. Their head coach last year just got the head job this year at Long Beach Milliken. So they have a whole new different staff, whole new different players. Some of them left as well. But they do have some athletes. They're 1-1. They beat Bellflower, and then they lost to San Pedro last week. So they're definitely an opponent we're not taking lightly, and we just have to key some things because they like to go to old school wishbone, and then they go out to spread. So we just have to understand our alignments, our calls, what we have to do. So we'll be ready, and we'll have a better showing than we did last week.
Is Barry Switzer their new coach?
No. Coach
the
Milne's there.
wishbone going.
Yeah, Coach Milne's our new coach, so he's doing a good job over there with the adversity he's facing and stuff too, being a new head coach the first year.
Talk about the maybe one of our bright spots on our squad, little Bryson Busby.
Yes.
He seems to be a little spark plug and moving around and getting some
He's
yards.
done some great things last couple games for us. He's kind of limited week one, and then all of a sudden we saw what he can do, and we've given more reps and stuff on offense. Defense, he's also been doing a good job for us too at playing corner, but it helps us. It helps us moving the chains. It helps us getting those quick little scores we need to get, and then so he's been a difference maker for us, and glad to have him with us.
Yeah, I know each week you guys look at the former films. You look at last year's film against them, maybe their opponents they played this year. As you're developing that game plan, what's going to be the main focus defensively for us to kind of keep them in check?
Well, last year it was I think they only beat us 7-0, right? So they had a stud tailback there. He's gone. I think he went with the new coach to Long Beach Wilson.
Can you do that? You go with,
Yeah.
you go with the coach?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to.
I don't know if CIF's checking that one. But they still have athletes, and then we just got to keep, read the things based on personnel. They go from, like I said earlier, from spread to wishbone, and then they also bring in another kid, 44, they're tied in. So it's just making sure we just see who's what personnel's in, so we can get our right checks in for defense.
Cool.
Very good. I think we're looking forward to this week's game. How about the health side of the Centurions? I know Logan Kennedy's been out. Is he making progress? And is there anybody else?
Logan's still week to week. I believe he's getting more opportunity to run this week for practice and stuff. He's been very limited the last 2 weeks. So I think we're going to ease him into it. We did get banged up. We lost our Mike linebacker, Brody Linder. which hurts us on defense. But again, that's going to help out kids that are coming up that are younger as well to step up and next man in line to get things. But he was going to be a tremendous blow again, for us. You saw a different aspect as the game went on last week. But those kids need to, Tank needs to rise up, and Garrison needs to make some more plays and stuff on defense. And we're young, and we're just making sure that our kids are ready and be ready to play on Friday Night Lights, because it's our young sophomores got to grow up pretty quickly.
All right, well, hey, this Friday, Coach, thanks. Good luck this Friday. You guys get out there. The 405 in a long way, but it ain't that far. Get out there.
No, it's closer than Maricosta, right off the freeway.
Get out there and be a part of it. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, thanks, Coach Crook. We wish you the best of luck this week at Lawndale. Again, get out there and support them. Today, we're going to welcome girls flag football players Emma Matlock and Emma Hannifin. That should be easy to remember for us. Thanks for being here.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Of course. Now, girls flag football, brand new sport, right? It's growing, and we were really excited when we got the opportunity to start that a couple years ago. Coach Kruger, everybody has just really been excited about what you guys are doing and growing the program. How does it feel? You guys are in the second year of a brand new program. How does it feel to be in the sport of girls flag football, as you go out and compete every day?
I think it's super cool because all of our coaches are so passionate, and I mean, it's about time this sport started. I've wanted to play since I was like 5. I grew up with an older brother, so I would always be at the practices trying to be a part of the sport, but was always told it wasn't so much a girls' sport. So it's super cool I have the opportunity now, and it's so fun with all the passionate coaches, and everyone just loves it. There's nothing not to love.
Yeah, it's just, since it's just such a new sport, like all girls are just like so pumped about it. And it's like everybody's like so passionate. It's not just like one of those sports that you like had to grow up playing, so you just like have to continue in high school. Like all the girls here like want to be here, and it's just like really fun and entertaining. And all the younger girls watching you, it's just like they look up to you, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, you can hear it in your voice, right? Like you can tell. And I think you brought up a great point. And that is, you've been doing the same sport for like 100 years, just like, all right, I'm going back out to shoot hoops, right? But this is new, and it's still new. So it's like, what are we going to do today, right? So new that we're moving into Olympics, right? It's going to be in the Olympics as a sport. You got 4 years. You got any thoughts? Like Olympians, maybe? Like,
That's
Gold medalist.
why not?
yeah, only shooting for the best. That'd be crazy.
Emma, you mentioned something. I never thought about it this way, but your age, right? All the kids growing up, the boys played flag football, right? It was boys flag football for the most part.
Yep.
Yet they get to high school and no flag football. They have to switch to tackle football, and now it's a girls' sport.
Yep.
Right? How cool is that? And now I imagine the Friday Night Lights and the youth levels are just going to grow exponentially in girls' teams and girls' leagues. Have you guys already seen that in?
Yeah, we actually coached a team last spring season, so our off season. We coached an FNL girls 7th and 8th grade team together. So that was super cool.
How was that experience coaching? Because your dad coached all sorts of sports growing up, and your dad obviously is still coaching and now coaching high school sports. How was the experience coaching? Did you lock in with your father's mentalities, or did you guys take your own approach?
My dad came and helped out a little bit. Needed a little assistance. It's a very perspective changer. It opens your eyes a lot. Like, I shouldn't get mad at Coach when he didn't hear that, but when I'm wide open doing jumping jacks waiting for them to throw the ball to me, coaches can't see everything.
Yeah.
So
it's just like inspiring, like these young girls, like they're not that young, they're just a little bit younger than us, but they just want to be there, and they like love the sport, and they love what they do, and they just like come to practice and they're pumped up, and it's like, obviously it has its challenges, but it also has its like super high perks, and it's just really rewarding to like do all that. And it's like,
and there's no dead end now for them. They can continue through
keep going.
Through high school. That's pretty
in the
neat.
Olympics.
Yeah, all the way to the Olympics.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
You guys are, first year, last year, kind of learning things like that, getting the kinks out. As you've developed as players, as you've thought about things that you can do to get better, how have you developed and improved your skills since last year? What are you doing to continue to get better?
I think just like the little things and like the simple things, they matter, you know, just run your routes like as much as you can, like sharp turns and all that stuff, and just like having a team that's like encouraging and uplifting, you know, it really helps you and it like makes you want to do better, you know. So just practicing as much as we can, even though the heat's been taking out our games and practices, we're back. So just practicing every day, practicing hard and getting ready for the season, and yeah.
I think consistency is key. So, you know, as we keep practicing, we keep working on the same things. Although we might be doing such repetitive routes and everything at practice, it's all paid off in the end. And defensive-wise as well, you know, lockdown defense, what are you going to do if you can't score?
A couple shutouts this weekend.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we're both the linebackers, so we kind of are like the heart of the defense, you know. So I feel like us working together well, communication's a whole other factor too that has only been perfected since we started.
Yeah.
So you guys grew up playing other sports, right, and now into flag football. So one, how did the other sports that you played growing up and in part of high school, how has that influenced your flag football game? And then how has flag football influenced you, or how have you grown from flag football participation?
Well, I feel like flag football was it turned into sort of like a refugee, because after I stopped playing softball, I needed some sort of competitiveness in my life. I have always loved sports. Like I said, with siblings, you're always trying to beat each other. So finally having something to do with that again. So the whole flag football thing, it totally was, it replaced it, but not only replaced it, but it became more of a fun factor. I wasn't so burned out. And it was super fun. And also, since I played sports all my lives, the whole athleticism factor, it was easy to pick up, and throwing around football, it didn't take too hard to get good at it.
Yeah, like me too. I've been playing soccer. I played my whole entire life, and when I stopped doing that, it's so fun to play like a sport again, because it's like you want to be doing something constantly. And my family's very athletic too, and I have like a football family, so it's like very fun and exciting to just play a whole new sport and just to like get it, to love it, and like it's super like everybody's super passionate, and it's just like you want to be there, you know, and it's just fun to be with a whole bunch of people that like want to do the same thing as you, and it's like just the competitiveness, like she was saying, it's like everybody wants to be there and be competing and all that stuff, so it's very fun.
Do you compete against your older brother and your younger brother?
Not much of a competition.
Oh, you're the best athlete by far?
Some might disagree, but...
And Emma, for you, I want to say, I know you're a way better athlete than Joey ever was, but you have this large extended family here at Cypress, so all your cousins and all that.
And across the district.
And across the district. I didn't know
Kennedy's varsity flag football coach is actually my cousin.
Oh, yeah. You guys are all connected. You guys are all connected.
It's everywhere.
They're everywhere.
So you just have to show them up.
The extended family, all the cousins, who's the best athlete in the Hannifin crew?
Probably, I mean, I don't want to discount my little sister who can't throw a ball, but she can dance.
Oh.
I will shout her out, because I cannot dance to save my life. But other than that, probably myself. No, I'm just kidding.
It's all right.
If I can dance, then I would really say then I can pick up anything. But
you guys both talked about support and all that, and you guys played in the UCLA tournament this past weekend.
Yes,
yeah.
And the Rams have hosted tournaments, and you have all of this support from these organizations who are totally backing flag football and saying this is so important to us. How does it feel to have not just that, UCLA, the Rams, but like the community? I mean, Coach Kruger's from the community. All the coaches are from the community, right? Having that around you, how does that make you feel with that?
It's really like motivating, you know, because I know in a whole bunch of other sports there's not like these huge like companies and everything just like making all these tournaments, and it's really fun to see like have all these eyes on you, and it just makes you want to do better, and it really motivates you, especially with our coaches being so passionate about it. It's like you just want to do better for them, and then for your team, and then for all the people that are watching you, like how we get our games live streamed now. Like I feel like that's pretty cool. Like we have so many people like watching us, and it's just for like the Rams and the UCLA, like there's so many girls there that are younger than us and older than us, and you just want to like be the best and do like as much as you can.
Yeah, it's super cool how across the board so many different organizations have done so much for us already. We've played in Rams tournaments, Chargers tournaments, won a couple of them. I mean, it's super cool. It creates such a sense of community and unity among everyone. Like we're all here for the same reason, and we're all so stoked that it's become a thing. So.
So what does it mean this week to register? People are going to see it this week. You guys were just mentioned in the top 10 in the county, right? As we go into league this week, but we're also facing the number 5 team in Esperanza to open up league. So what does it mean to be recognized in the Orange County Register and also have to face this really, really good league in order to try to get to the CIF championships?
Yeah. Well, we actually played Esperanza last year also. They weren't in our league then, but we played them preseason. And they are a very good team. We did score them, though, I believe. Yeah, we hung with them. We gave them something to compete with. We scored on them, and not many teams ever score on them. So it was a close game. We came a little short, but I think we definitely have a chance. And the OC Register, all the rankings, no offense or anything, but I don't think they mean that much. We've beat some teams that are supposed to be like number 5, number 4, number 2, and
I think it's
questionable.
Yeah, I think it's just motivating. Yeah, questionable. I think it's just motivating. Again, like you want to come out and play all these teams that are supposed to be better than you, but it's like when you beat them, it's like they're not really that better than you. And I feel like playing these super good teams like all Esperanza, El Dorado, like they're all super amazing and talented girls. We're really excited to see, and because we know we can come out on top, and we just have to keep pushing ourselves. And we're definitely gonna have to fight for it, but I think we can do pretty good this season.
Yeah. You guys are up for the challenge,
yes.
And you're uber competitive.
Yeah,
so
we can't
you're
get
ready
any.
for it.
We can only come up.
Yeah, you got motivation too. We got a new field that you guys.
Yes.
How does that? I mean, now when you protect the home field, means a little bit different. How did it feel running out the first time for practice, running out for a game? How was that?
It's great. It's just it's so fun. Just like being on the field and you can see and like everybody's in the same area and like you're playing a game, you like look to your right, it's like your whole family's watching you. It's like it's pretty fun and the field's great. It's so nice. Awesome. I love it.
It's super cool. I mean, I get goosebumps just thinking about it. It's other than it being really hot, the turf, it gets pretty hot, but
Sure.
Just makes you sweat harder, makes you work harder, so there's nothing to complain about, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, and it'll get better. Like it'll cool down
Oh,
here,
for
and
sure.
it'll be like perfect.
Tomorrow's going to be beautiful weather for the Esperanza game.
Sounds
yes,
good.
can't wait.
All right, well, we are at the point in the show. We're going to do some fast action questions. So
you got them here, Coach?
I got them here because we're having some technical difficulties over on the monitor. So, all right, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Without looking here.
Born ready.
All right, don't overthink it. Whatever comes to your mind. Eye black or no eye black? Basically, you
Eye
put
black.
I can
Eye
answer
black.
that for Hannifin.
Is it just eye black or like other colors of paint?
Glitter.
All colors, half the face is
Yeah.
the favorite.
We like
we
eye
had
black
to
and
dial it
glitter.
back last year with the CIF.
Yeah, they got mad at me.
CIF has some rules for that.
That's
Intimidating them.
High socks, low socks, or no show?
Low socks.
High socks.
High socks, okay. Do we have a cool name for a trick play?
Ooh, we actually name our plays against
Good.
schools.
What would be a cool trick play name that you guys would have? We're gonna have some flea flick. We're gonna have some reverse, some trick play. You got the name though. What are we naming it?
We were actually just made a play based on a game we played against Kennedy, so I feel like it was just named like Irish or something. I feel like it could have been a little bit something better, like Dancing Leprechauns, Lucky Charms. We could have been a little more creative with it, but I didn't want to be mocking
Simple
anyone.
is best.
Yeah.
All right. Any pre-game rituals?
Not really.
Not really. They really like to listen to house music.
Yes, we
House
love house
music.
music. Pump it up.
What about you individually? Nothing? You don't
Not really.
tie your shoes a certain way or anything?
I never tie my shoes, actually. I just slip them on.
That's a ritual. No
I
tying
guess.
shoes. Just
I don't really
put
know
them on.
many of my shoes.
Yeah.
You got a cool touchdown handshake or dance?
Oh, we actually have one together for on defense.
Oh,
do we
yeah.
got?
We have to
what
like
is it?
stand up though.
Stand up?
Should we show it? Okay.
Right here. You can see it.
Should we like in
Scoot over
front?
this
Behind?
way.
Okay.
Yeah, right here.
We'll just do it right here.
If we can see it. Yeah,
Okay,
we'll
so on
make it.
defense we play right next to each other because we're linebackers. So
We just do a little like. That's our little silly. Whenever
Solid.
something good happens.
All right. Best thing to do after a game?
Coach's corner.
Coach's corner.
Go-to place before
It's a
and after
go-to
games.
place before and after the games.
Perfect. What do you eat? What's your go-to meal then?
Oh, Buffalo chicken fries with lots of ranch. A lot of
Buffalo
ranch.
chicken pie is pretty good. Usually I get the personal pizzas. You know, whatever you're feeling, you can make it work however you want.
Pizza poppers.
It's your go-to
every
place
once in a while.
before and after the game.
What teammate is the nicest off the field, but once they hit the field, they are crazy?
Jazzy.
Jazzy.
Roberts.
Okay.
100%. Silent assassin.
All right, last one. This is the toughest one. Who wins in a race, Coach Kruger or Coach Kuzmano?
Coach Kuzmano has some speed to him.
Tony.
Yeah.
Coach Kruger doesn't?
Coach-
Oh, man, half. Come on.
Tony's got
That's what
some
Coach
speed
Tony
to him.
says. I mean,
He can run down that sideline like a cheetah.
Coach Kruger just had an injury too. He hurt his ankle, so I wouldn't want him to get hurt.
So
He always
soft.
has an injury.
He's
My
getting
foot
sent back.
hurts. Come on, he wouldn't go for that for you guys. He'd be like, play. Are you hurt or are you injured? He's just hurt. He can still play. Injured as you
exactly.
can. He can
He's
run.
just
My finger's still jammed. I'll still be playing playing Esperanza tomorrow on the turf.
All right, it hurts, but you're not injured.
Yeah,
You're
I'll be
playing.
fine.
Perfect. All right, well, hey, thanks to girls flag football players Emma and Emma. Just leave it at that. For being here, thanks to our sponsors, Destination Jiu-Jitsu and Coach's Corner. Make sure and support those businesses and get out and support our team. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week.